All right, testing. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. The week is almost done. As always, I'm Ray Carcillo. We're continuing our hockey run. This is we're getting towards the end here of hockey season, at least in terms of my streaming schedule. We're gonna do another. We're gonna finish this season with the Rangers, and then that's it. Also, some scheduling changes. Monday and Tuesday, I will not be available. I have some work stuff, so there'll be no stream on Monday or Tuesday. So I might do an extra stream this Saturday for hockey, just to do another round of the playoffs, because then next Thursday would then be, it would be the last round, and then we would call it from there. So to make up for no hockey stream on Tuesday, I might do one Saturday, and then next week would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, would be wrestling, hockey, and then a new game, which would be either Wild West, or Weird West, Weird West, or Weird West, or Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, because tomorrow is going to be Kirby. What's up, guys? How's it going? Oh, yeah, Trevor's story in Boston. Yeah, High and Tux. That's great, man. Like I've been saying all along, though, it doesn't matter. Yankees, it's going to go. Toronto's going to win the division, then Tampa, then Boston, because you guys don't have the pitching. And just like the Yankees don't have the pitching, we'll be fourth, and then Baltimore fifth. All you've done is secure third place. Congratulations. I don't think the Yankees or the Red Sox are going to make the playoffs this year. So, Andrew, I don't know if Hogwarts Legacy is coming out this year. It's still planned supposedly to hit right around Christmas. Whether or not that happens, I don't think Hogwarts is gonna hit this year. I think it's gonna slip till the first quarter of next year. I think it's gonna slip till February or March of next year. I do not think it's gonna hit this year. Yeah, hand tucks. The Yankees and Red Sox barely made the one-game playoff. We were a game better than Toronto. We were a game better than Seattle. That's how, or 2 games better than Seattle, or it might have been vice versa. But, like, that's how close it was. Toronto got significantly better. Seattle got significantly better. The Red Sox got worse. Yankees got worse. I mean, Tampa got a little worse, but that's why I don't think they're going to win the division this year. But I would be genuinely surprised if Toronto doesn't win the division and Tampa doesn't get at least a wild card spot. Even with the expanded playoffs. Again, I think you're going to see Seattle win the West. I've been saying this now for weeks, guys. I think Seattle's going to win the West. I think Houston might get a wild card. I think Anaheim will be around 500. I think Texas will be around 500. I don't think either one of them will get a wild card. And then the Central, as Handtux gets a hydrate. Got some Gatorade tonight. The Central, the White Sox are the team to beat, but Minnesota got significantly better. I like the moves that they made. Cleveland's Cleveland. Kansas City got a little better. Kansas City's going to be more competitive. Not, I think, enough to really matter in the division. And I think Detroit's going to be significantly better. I think Detroit's going to fight for one of those wild card spots. I don't think Detroit's going to fight for the division, but I think Detroit's going to be above 500 this year, and I think they're going to fight for one of those wild card spots. And I legit don't see the Yankees or Red Sox. I think the Yankees, Red Sox, Tigers, and Angels are all just going to miss the cut. That's that. But have fun with Trevor's story. Anyway, so Rangers versus Caps, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, or this semifinal matchup. And I'll say it again. The Mets are the team to beat in the East, in the National League. I still think the Braves will get a wild card. Well, have fun, Hand Tucks. I hope you enjoy it. You know, I mean, I don't know. Good for you, man. I'm probably not going to see any Yankee games this year. I don't think the team's going to be good. Backstrom versus Zibanejad. I really think the Yankees needed to go after some pitching. We needed to trade Gleyber Torres for pitching. I'm sorry. That's just what needed to happen. As Ryan Lindgren, his first action in a month since post-concussion syndrome. Good to see him back in the ice. He missed the entire first round. Nils Lundkvist did a great job filling in for him. As Craig Smith will gain the blue line. His shot blocked. Puck trickles on net. Samsonov is there. He'll freeze it. 2 minutes gone here in the first. And in the National League Central, I think the Brewers are going to win the Central. I think the Cards will compete for a wild card. Andrew, I think the Blue Jays should get one of the byes. I think Toronto and Seattle are going to get the byes for the playoffs in baseball. Big hit there as Alexi Lafreniere will gather the loose puck. Send it up to Trevor Zegras. I mean, you're definitely, to me, one of the top. Zegras will score. His third of the playoffs. He's been red hot since the last 2 games against Carolina. And just like that, it's 1-0 Rangers. I mean, I don't know, including the National League. I think the Dodgers, obviously, are going to win the West. I think the Brewers win the Central. I think the Mets win the East. I think the Braves get a wild card. I think the Padres get a wild card. I think the Giants are going to be significantly worse. The Diamondbacks are still going to suck. The Rockies are going to still be probably I would say a 75-win team. That's what I'm predicting for the Rockies. 75 wins. Maybe 76. As Jacob Trouba sends up to Lafreniere. I mean, so then that other wild card, I think, can go to the Phillies. Shot by Lafreniere, saved by Samsonov. Phillies, maybe the Cardinals. I know they're going to have, they're not going to have Flaherty for a while. I think the Pirates are going to be a little better. I think the Reds are going to be significantly worse. I think the Cubs will be a little better than they were last year, but I think they're not going to compete. The Marlins will be better than they were last year, and I think Washington will be competitive, but they're a 71-win team, I think. So, if they're lucky. But yeah, so I think the last wild card in the National League is going to come down to the Cardinals and the Phillies. As Strome versus Kuznetsov to the right of Shesterkin. I think the Mets and the Dodgers get the byes in the National League. So, as Strome now moving along the left side. Shot saved by Samsonov, and he'll hold. So yeah, Andrew, Jays could be top 5 overall if you're talking overall baseball. Definitely top 2 in the American League, in my opinion. Kuznetsov versus Strome. Strome wins it back to Runanen. Runanen, a shot, misses wide. Jensen gets it in the corner. Sends it up to Wilson. Mr. Wilson! Gets by Dylan Coghlan, moves into the corner. Runanen recovers. Against Wilson in front, knocks it loose, and Coghlan will gather the puck. Coghlan now starts the breakout, gains the zone, leaves it for Strome. That's Daniel Sprong. Former Washington Capital Daniel Sprong. And he gets it just under their blocker hand of Samsonov for his second of the playoffs, and it's 2-0 Rangers. Daniel Sprong acquired in free agency, signed a big deal with the Rangers, paying dividends. Speaking of the Rangers, what do we do tonight in real life? I don't care about basketball. I don't care about I don't care about March Madness. I care about the Rangers. I thought the Rangers played Pittsburgh tonight. As Jensen has it knocked away by Lindgren. Eller back to Leeson. Kajula gets it away. Kajula along the left side. Big hit there. Leeson takes it back. Keeps it away from Dryden Hunt. Starts along the left side. Gets hit by Adam Fox, and Lindgren will gather the loose puck. Good to see him back in the top pairing now. Pass to Hunt. He can't handle it. Sheary takes it away. Passes over to Eller. He gets by Morgan Barron, who was actually traded away in real life. Shot saved by Shesterkin as Kajula sends it back around to Dryden Hunt. He'll circle back the other way behind the Ranger net, and now pass back up to Kajula on the left side. Drake Kajula, acquired in a draft time trade last year, gets it to Barron, but Chwalski takes it away. Rangers and Sabres traded third-round picks, and the Sabres, in order to move up, also gave the Rangers Kajula, and he has been a stalwart on the fourth line for the Rangers this year, as Lindgren will get the puck away from Shesterkin. Zibanejad long pass for Smith, intercepted by Chwalski. Over to Sheary now. Sheary moving along the right side. Pass down low, knocked away by Lindgren. Zibanejad will get it in the corner and pass up to Kajula. Gets by him. Van Riemsdyk will take it, though, and send it over to Hathaway. Back over to Eller. 2-0 Rangers. 5 minutes left here in the first period. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Smith now moving into the left circle shot, and Craig Smith scores! Oh, the Rangers play tomorrow. Why did I think it was tonight that the Rangers played the Penguins? Oh, well, that's good. The Rangers need an extra day off. They looked absolutely horrendous the other night. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. That's why I said, especially with the moves you made, Craig Smith, his second of the playoffs unassisted. I think it's the Jays' division to lose. I mean, look, there's things that can always happen. Injuries can always happen. You never know, right? Like, some guys could underperform. Guys could overperform, right? As Trouba's shot goes high and wide. But I think you guys got Chapman. You signed him up for a long-term deal. I think you guys made the right moves as Panarin now, almost a turnover. Getting it to Trouba. Keandre Miller gathers the puck now. You know, I liked... I mean, you gave up good players, don't get me wrong, as Zibanejad misses the one-timer, as LaPierre gets the puck, right? Kevin Smith, you know, not the Clerks, Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith, your shortstop / third baseman, I think is going to thrive over in Oakland. You know, but, you know, your window is now. Your window to win is now. And like I said, I would be genuinely shocked if it's not Mariners and Blue Jays in the American League Championship Series, the same way it should be Dodgers and Mets. At the end of 20 minutes of play here in the first, Rangers up 3-0. Rangers only 5 shots on net, but put 3 of them in the back of the net, putting the biscuit in the basket. Washington 3 shots as well. Rangers out hitting Washington 3-2. Faceoffs 5-2 in favor of the Caps. What's up, Calvin? Things are all right, buddy. Hanging in there. Lots going on. Personal life. Lots of stuff actually going on in personal life, which hopefully doesn't come to fruition, but we'll see what happens. Faceoff won by Backstrom over to Orlov, but, you know, keeping my chin up as Fox now back to Panarin. Cross-ice pass to Zibanejad. Back to Lindgren at the point. Fox pinching in. Shot hits off the crossbar. A rocket from Adam Fox. Good passing there by the Rangers. Sets up a golden opportunity here early in the second. As Zibanejad now can't get the shot off. Panarin puts it on net. Orlov gets it to Carlson, though, in front of Samsonov. Dangerous area, but the Caps get away with it unscathed. Pass up to Backstrom now. Hit by Lindgren. Get back to Backstrom as Zibanejad turns it over to Mantha down low. Shot short side save by Shesterkin with the blocker. Zibanejad gets it into trapezoid and sends it up to Panarin. Panarin now on the left side, puts in the brakes, cuts to the left circle now. Shot, save, rebound. Orlov controls and keeps it away from Smith. How are you doing, Calvin? How's everybody doing in chat? How's everybody doing? Burr, 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 burr. Panarin sends it around to Fox. Passes up to Lafreniere. Alexis Lafreniere now has it poked away by Orlov. Orlov now back the other way for Washington. Gets by Lindgren. Back across to Kuznetsov, but Trouba checks him with the stick and takes it back the other way. Trouba now to Lafreniere. Shot saved by Samsonov. As Lafreniere now will cut to the slot. Shot save again. This time with the blocker. Chris Kreider gathers the rebound. Kreider now turnaround shot saved by Samsonov. Nice little button hook there. With 12:45 now left in the second period. TV was not muted, so you guys might have been getting some feedback there. Sorry about that. Strome versus Kuznetsov, or an echo, I should say. Jensen with the puck. Sends it across to Chwalski, up to Kuznetsov. Over to Wilson. Wilson back to Oshie. TJ Oshie. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Rebound, and Wilson will score! Rangers tried to clear, but they batted it right to Wilson, who settled it down and is able to force the bouncing puck by Shesterkin, and Washington's on the board. It's 3-1 New York. Oshie and Kuznetsov on Wilson's second of the playoffs. Big goal there as faceoff win for the Rangers. Trouba up to Barclay Goodrow. Goodrow now moving in down low. Backhand shot saved by Samsonov. Strome back to Miller at the point. Cross to Trouba. His shot gets pulled as he gets hit as he tries to get it off. Sprong, who has a goal tonight, gets it over to Goodrow. His stick gets tied up. Goodrow now, a little button hook in the slot. Shot saved by Samsonov, and he will hold. Yeah, Lee's doing well, Andrew. He's super busy. He had a book just come out. He's got a trip up to England going in a couple of weeks. He's going to be helping their one of the hockey teams over there as they're making a playoff run. He's going in as a consultant. Kind of, he'll do some conditioning and some mental conditioning, as we like to say, and whatnot. And Jensen will send it around the boards now, and Dryden Hunt will gather it. Long pass up to Morgan Barron. Barron now along the left side. Barron in the slot shot, saved by Samsonov. Dryden Hunt now. Circling. Shot blocked down low. Barron hits the outside of the cage with the rebound. Leeson now with the puck, but he's hit. Good forecheck. Kajula now across the Dryden Hunt on the backhand, and Dryden Hunt and the fourth line delivers again. Hunt's fourth of the playoffs. He has been an absolute revelation these first 5 games of the playoffs as Dryden Hunt gets his 4th goal on the backhand, a one-timer. And it's 4-1 New York. 6:42 left now in the second. Kajula the only assist. Zegras, who scored the first goal of the game for the Rangers, wins this faceoff back to Lindgren. He'll send it over to Fox, and he'll gain the zone. Fox tries to get it back to Zegras, but it's too hard for him, and it bounces to Leeson, who sends it over to Sheary. Sheary hit at the blue line by Lindgren hard as Lafreniere will gather the loose puck and send it back over to Fox. Fox now an outlet pass to Chris Kreider. Kreider along the left side. Kreider for Zegras! But Fedorov there. Fedorov maybe? Not sure. Gets the Van Riemsdyk now. Fedorov intercepts the pass. Anyway, puck behind the Ranger net. Lindgren now with it. Up to Lafreniere and across to Kreider. Back to Lafreniere. Back for Kreider. Shot saved by Samsonov. And he'll leave it down low. It'll bounce back to him, actually, with Kreider on the forecheck. And 3:04 now left in the second period. But yeah, Lee's doing well. Lee's doing well. He's just super, super busy right now. So, Dylan Strome versus LaPierre to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Strome back to Runinen. Runinen shot, misses wide. Might have grazed the post, not sure there. Carlson gets it off the boards and sends up to LaPierre. LaPierre hit by Runinen. Goodrow will gather the loose puck and send it around to Coughlin now. Coughlin, long pass, tried to make it a long pass, but kept in there at least temporarily by Hathaway, and now he's offsides as Coughlin was able to at least push it past the blue line. The Rangers get some fresh skaters out there, as will the Caps. Backstrom versus Barron now. 1:34 left here in the second period. Rangers 12-3 are the shots this period as the Rangers really woke up offensively. I mean, they were already as Dryden Hunt's offside. They were also glad to hear you're doing great, Andrew, by the way. I mean, I don't know if I acknowledged that earlier. Backstrom versus Barron again. Washington winning the face-off battle now 9-6 with that one, as that's one back to Orlov. He gets it back up to Backstrom. Miller pokes away, but Backstrom now down low, shot. Oh, and I think that's Hosang. Missed it wide, a perfect one-timer. He would have had him beat. And now back to the blue line. Carlson shot through a screen, saved by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Trouba. Trouba can't get it out of the zone, though. Backstrom down low, shot, short side save, tries to jam it on home, and the horn sounds to save the Rangers there at the end of the second period. So 2 goals each, or excuse me, 2 goals split evenly there at the end of 2. That graphic is wrong because EA Sports sucks. It's 4-1 New York. Rangers out shooting Washington 17-9. They outshot the Caps 12-6 that period. Hits 8-4 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 9-6 in favor of the Caps. Third period now getting ready to get underway. We'll see if this decides a winner here in Game 1 of this best-of-7 series. Zibanejad versus Backstrom. Face-off won by Backstrom back to Orlov. Orlov has it poked away by Lindgren. Adam Fox gathers the loose puck. Starts back the other way. Fox gains the blue line. Moves down low. Sends it back to the blue line for Lindgren. Lindgren, a shot saved by Samsonov. Orlov gathers. Passes up to Hosang. Hosang hit by Fox. Gathers it back, though. Gets it by Panarin. Down low. Nice job there with the defense. That was a Benejad there. Breaking up the one-time pass. And Craig Smith gathers the loose puck. Sends it up to Mika now. And now the Rangers are 2-on-1. Mika to Panarin. Shot. And Artemi Panarin scores! The Breadman's third goal of the playoffs. And it's 5-1 New York. A perfect feed from Mika Zibanejad. And just like that, Panarin snipes it from the border of the right circle. Samsonov, no chance. Off the top. Like my barber yesterday, a little off the top. It's 5-1 New York. Zibanejad and Smith the assist as Zegras wins a faceoff back to Miller there. He'll get it over to Trouba. Trouba will circle around and gain the zone. Jacob Trouba now from the right circle. Shot saved. Rebound. Mantha keeps it away from Zegras. As Backstrom, with 4 minutes gone here in the third, takes a hit from Miller. Sends it up to Kreider now. Grand Rangers 2-on-1. Lafreniere shot saved by Samsonov as he was able to follow the puck post to post. Strome versus Kuznetsov to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Kuznetsov back to Jensen. Sends it up to Wilson, who has the only Capitals goal tonight. Kuznetsov now hit big time by Sprong. He'll push it all the way down now. Nice play by Daniel Sprong to get the puck and force the turnover now as Sprong can't keep it onside. Be a face-off in the neutral zone. The Rangers will send out their fourth line for it as we Barron versus Kuznetsov, as Dylan Strome has not had a good night in the dot. Face-off won by Barron, back to Runanen. Runanen gets hit by Chwalski, but good job on the forecheck to push it down. Kajula hit by Chwalski, and he'll lose it and gets it up to Wilson. Wilson will send it across ice, gathered by Jensen. And he'll send it over to Oshie and up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov back to Oshie. Poked away there. Good recovery by Lindgren. And now Hunt will get it out to Runanen. Runanen to Morgan Barron. Can't handle the puck, and Jensen will take it away for Washington. 11.5 minutes left here in the third. Dryden Hunt now at the forced turnover. Good fortune again by the Rangers' fourth line. As Kajula moving in, and Kajula with the backhand. It's 6-1 Rangers on his first of the playoffs. What a play by Drake Kajula with a smile that only a mom could love. But the Ranger fans have warmed up to it too. When he scores like that, it's 6-1 New York. Yeah, it's great that I guess you're enjoying it, Andrew. Hunt the only assist there on the play as another face-off win for Zegras. Zegras now a shot saved by Vanacek, who has come in to replace Samsonov here halfway through the third. See, that was the thing. I 100%ed Tunic last night, which, of course, again, is another free edition on Game Pass. 100%ed it. For that, the gameplay wasn't hard. The puzzles were hard, which is actually a lot of fun as that trickles on net there. Vanacek pushes it away. Lafreniere gathers the loose puck now. Shot save, rebound. I'm not sure who that is. Gets it up to Leeson with 9 minutes left here in the third. He'll get hit by Keandre Miller, and Lafreniere will rattle it around to Jacob Trouba. Trouba now gets it out to Zegras. Over to Lafreniere. Tries to get it back to Zegras, but he can't handle it. It goes back to center ice. Miller now back to Trouba. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's the thing. I think more and more, like, I really don't think I would enjoy it. As that's popped up. Kreider digging for the rebound. Can't get there as Sheary gets it. And Lafreniere gathers it away from him at neutral ice with less than 6.5 minutes left here in the third. Rangers up 6-1. Looks like game one is just a formality now as a couple more goals here in the third. Kreider down low trying for the one-timer. Falafel? I'm not sure. Over to Eller now. Down the Mantha shot saved by Shesterkin. Now Eller down low. Shot save again by Tsar Igor. And Miller gets the puck out of danger and up to Craig Smith. Now over to Zegras. Tries to get it back to Smith, but it bounces back to Zegras. Shot saved by Vanacek. And he'll hold. 3:51 left here in the third. Rangers up 6-1. Backstrom versus Strome now to the right of Vanacek. Face-off won by the Caps. Over to Carlson. He'll get sandwiched between a couple of Rangers. Rangers can't keep the puck in the zone, though. Mantha now, hit by Fox. He'll lose the puck, though, into Trapezoid. Mantha takes it away, sends it back to the blue line for Orlov. Down low, Backstrom shot saved by Shesterkin. Leaves it for Dylan Strome, who sends it up to Barclay Goodrow with 2:15 left here in the third. Goodrow back to the point for Fox, across to Lindgren, throws it down low, and it looks like the Rangers are going to draw themselves a penalty on a late trip there on Lindgren. Mantha, that's some from frustration there, though. So Rangers will finish the game on the power play unless they score here. They might go easy on it, but a minute 43 left in the third. Rangers up 6-1. Face-off won by Strome. Back to Zibanejad to Fox. Fox a shot. Easy save for Vanacek, who will freeze the puck despite the Rangers kind of giving him plenty of space. Rangers wanted to try and keep the game moving. Strome versus Backstrom. Face-off won by Strome. Back to Zibanejad. Shot blocked. Backstrom has it taken away, though, again by Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad moving in. Shot. His shot is blocked. Big hit down low. Zibanejad seems to be okay as Smith and Oshie now. Well, they're going to go to the locker room a little bit early as they're not going to get into a bit of a scrap. As Smith sticking up for his line mate, as is TJ Oshie. Zibanejad came in down low. And the Caps, even in this blowout, we're not going to let him walk in on net. So those two will go back to the locker rooms. You just hope that everybody's okay. Again, quick scheduling update. Tomorrow will be Kirby. Kirby and the Forbidden Land, the newest Switch game. We're going to have another poll for next Friday's new game of the week. No streams on Monday or Tuesday. I will be busy with work. I will not be home most likely until late. So no streams those nights. As another face-off win for the Caps. What's up, Darkstroke? How's it going? As Eller's going to get hit by Fox. Zibanejad will gather and circle back around. And send them to Chris Kreider. So there may be a bonus stream on Saturday this week to make up for at least a little bit of it. But definitely Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I will not be streaming as I will be busy. But if there is a Saturday stream, it's probably not going to be until, it'll probably be in the afternoon. As Kreider now. And it'll be a hockey stream to make up for probably the Eastern Conference Final, assuming that we win here against Washington. But as Eller now is going to get hit by Fox, Strome will gather. But yeah, so tomorrow. Yep, I hear you there, Darkstroke. I hear you there. So puck is down low. Kajula with it. Kajula can't get a shot off. He takes a hit. Hathaway turns it over to Strome. Strome a shot saved by Vanacek. And he'll hold with a few seconds left here in game one. Darkstroke, it's been one of those weeks for a long time. I feel like every week now is one of those weeks, unfortunately. Zegras versus Backstrom now to the right of Vanacek. Face-off won by Backstrom to Van Riemsdyk. Sends it over to Leeson. Leeson hit by Miller. Zegras along the right side, but it doesn't matter. Game's over. The Rangers win 6-1. Everyone's playoff beards are coming in nicely. Rangers outshot Washington 31-12. Craig Smith, your third star, with a goal and an assist. Rangers out hit the Caps 13-7. Faceoffs 14-12 in favor of Washington. The Rangers 0 for 1 on the power play there at the very end of the game. Dryden Hunt with a goal and an assist, your number 2 star. I'm going to say Drake Kajula is your number 1 star. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Drake Kajula. Let's see who it is. Number 1 star, Drake Kajula. Goal and an assist. A lot of 2-point nights for a lot of guys. And the Rangers win game 1. Darkstroke, I know exactly how it is. I've had a job. I've had a job since I was. I had one summer job when I was like 14. Was I six? No, six. Was I 16? I was 14. I was 16. I remember I was 16. Hey man, hey Calvin, I appreciate it, man. Lurking is good. Lurking is fine. I appreciate the viewers, whether you say something or you don't. I appreciate when you say something, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I've been working since I was 18, man. Like, and same thing. All through college, I had a job and I worked. I mean, I had a job and I went to school. Went to school full-time and I had a part-time job. So I know how it is. Yeah, like, I know how it is. And then I graduated college, and then you know what, Darkstroke? Then I had to get a job, a real job. and then that's it. You're working forever after that. So, Rangers looking to hold serve and take the first 2 games here at home. Caps looking to steal one. Getting ready for Game 2 here of the Eastern Conference this Eastern Conference semifinal series. I mean, again, that's why, like, I mean, even this, you know. Oh, there you go, Calvin. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm on the West Coast. I know a lot of folks from the East Coast. I know it's a little late for you. Backstrom versus Zibanejad. Hey, man, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Anything, it all helps, man. It's all appreciated. Big hit there, and it looks like we might have ourselves a bit of a scrum as Hosang is gonna go to the locker room. It looks like he's holding his arm in a not good way, and Mantha's calling out Zibanejad. It looked like it's a clean hit, but Zibanejad's like, you want to go? We'll go. We'll go. Right hands, Mika Zibanejad, and down goes Mantha with an uppercut, and Mika Zibanejad lays him against the ice like placing a baby into a crib, as Mantha's tears will freeze against the ice surface as he crawls to the sin bin for the next 5 minutes. Zegras versus Backstrom now to the right of Samsonov. Half a minute into the game, and we already got ourselves some fireworks. Looks like Washington want to be a bit more physical after that Game 1 loss, as TJ Oshie now is going to get laid out by Adam Fox, and Fox is going to take that puck away. He'll take a big hit. Backstrom keeps it away from Zegras. Priority for the Rangers, number 1 in the offseason, is signing Zegras to a long-term deal. As he takes a hit, but he pushes it up to Kreider. I'm going to tell you right now, Chris Kreider and Jacob Trouba are going to get traded to clear up cap space. Ryan Lindgren pinching in, shot saved by Samsonov. And we're going to re-sign Keandre Miller and Trevor Zegras with that money. Lars Eller, you see there with 7 points. Yeah, Darkstroke, it was 85 here in LA. It was 85. It was close to 90, actually. It was like 87, 88 yesterday in LA. It's going to be 85 again tomorrow. It's going to be 80 on Sunday. It's supposed to get down to 70 on Monday, but we're expecting rain. As Daniel Sprong now moving in, and Daniel Sprong scores! The former Cap putting it to his old team. 2 goals in 2 games in this playoff series so far, as he pulled up and then pulled the string on that shot. And it hits the far corner. It's 1-0 Rangers. It's the one thing nice about LA. I mean, mind you, I'm going to be complaining again in this when it's July. It's 110. So you take the good with the bad. But right now it is great. And also, Darkstroke, I also feeling the allergies. That's why I didn't stream on Monday. I had a terrible allergy attack. Not an attack, but like I had a terrible migraine from allergies. And so the next few weeks I'll be taking some Claritins on the regular. That'll help. And has helped. As Strome back to Jacob Trouba across to Keandre Miller. He lets it rip. Samsonov makes the save. And he will hold. As now Eller versus Barron. It's not a good sign if you're the Caps when your third-line centerman is leading the team in points. As that's one back to Chwalski. He'll get sandwiched between a couple of Rangers. Eller has the puck now. Sandwiched again. Rangers, this aggressive forecheck. Chwalski will finally take it away from Morgan Barron. Circle back around the Caps net. Sends it back to Jensen. Up to Eller. Poked away. Morgan Barron gathers it. Yep, just a couple more weeks. 2 more weeks, Calvin. Less than 2 weeks, actually. And then April the 5th will be the first MLB The Show stream, and then we'll be primarily doing baseball for, for the next 6 months after that. So probably right through the World Series. It's when we stopped last year. After the World Series is when we stopped. So Chwalski to Sheary, down to Eller. His shot goes wide. Dryden Hunt gathers it. Gives it to Coughlin, who puts it up to Zibanejad. Back out of the sin bin. Because Zibanejad now shot. Saved by Samsonov. Zibanejad gets the rebound. He's surrounded by white jerseys, however. Has to retreat to the blue line. And then now moves back down low to Grunin at the point. And now to Trouba. Trouba throws it on net. Easy kick save for Samsonov. No one there for the rebound, as the Rangers kind of have a hodgepodge of line out there right now. Eller sends it across to Jensen. Chased by Zibanejad. Good forecheck. Puck knocked loose. Trickles on net. Samsonov there will freeze the puck. And the Rangers will get some fresh bodies out there with 7 minutes left here in the first. Zegras versus LaPierre to the right of Samsonov. Caps have won every face-off this game until that one. Big win for Zegras to Lindgren. Shot saved by Samsonov. Zegras now. Again to Lindgren. Actually to Kreider. Nice one-timer and a save by Samsonov. I appreciate it, Calvin. Whenever you can, dude. And that's awesome that you already made varsity as a freshman. What position do you play, Calvin? I think I've asked you this before, but I've forgotten. I apologize. What position are you? Zegras versus LaPierre. LaPierre wins this one to Janssen Falaby, and up to Hathaway. He gets hit by Kreider, and Zegras finds it. Now over to Lindgren. Lindgren moving in, circling around, looking for a shot. Misses wide. Lafreniere now gathers, and Lafreniere's shot saved by Samson. That didn't look like he rolled up to the blade of his stick, and he got it off the heel. Not his best shot. 4:34 left in the first. Rangers still up 1-0. Strome versus Backstrom. Oh, yeah, it is impressive. You're right, Darkstroke. It sure is. Strome versus Backstrom now. Face-off won by Backstrom back to Fehervari. Oshie gets laid out by Trouba. I know those names as Backstrom takes it away now in the forecheck. Miller forces it wide. Now back to Oshie. Down low. Hit down. Shot saved by Shesterkin. As Daniel Sprong will gather the puck and send it up to Goodrow. Now back to Sprong. Yeah, that's awesome, Calvin. Hey, man, that's great. You can play a lot of different positions. It's a regular Ian Happ as, Keandre Miller will get his first of the playoffs as he lets it rip from the blue line. Swallowed my L's there. And it's 2-0 Rangers. Keandre Miller, a bomb from the blue line for the Blue Shirts. And it's 2-0 New York. You a righty or a lefty, Calvin? Sprong and Goodrow the assist as Zibanejad wins that face-off to Panarin. Panarin now shot saved by Samsonov. As Zibanejad now moving in, circling, shot saved by Samsonov again. Got a bit of it with the glove as it bounces over the net. Carlson now, an outlet pass to Backstrom. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Rangers up 2-0. Adam Fox takes that away from Backstrom and starts back the other way. Fox gains the blue line, still has the puck, pushes it to Panarin, who can't handle the one-timer as Orlov checks him and gets it out to Janssen Falaby. 3 seconds left here in the first. Falaby can't get a shot off. Good back check by the Rangers, and the period expires. At the end of the first 20 here in Game 2, it's 2-0 Rangers. Oh, that's awesome, Calvin. I am not familiar with him, but that is still great that you're also trying to learn how to catch. Rangers out shooting the Caps 12-1, out hitting them 6-3. Face-off 7-2 in favor of Washington. And again, Washington down already forward with Hosang getting hurt early. Moves Oshie up to the top line. Backstrom versus Zibanejad. And Mika Zibanejad wins it back to Ryan Lindgren. Sends it over now to Adam Fox. Fox will gain the blue line. Circle. Sends it back to Artemi Panarin. Panarin moving in. His shot is blocked. Backstrom keeps it away from Lindgren and starts back the other way. Poked away by Lindgren. Allows the cavalry to arrive as the puck is sent deep. Fox will gather it for the Rangers. Fox now sends it up to Craig Smith. Now intercepted by Mantha. Yeah, Darkstroke. I mean, it's like Pete Rose always said, the hardest thing to do in professional sports is hit a round ball with a round bat squarely. Backstrom over to Mantha. Back to Orlov. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Puck goes into the corner off the rebound. Smith gathers and sends up the right side for Zibanejad. I am too, guys. It's been 6 months. So, a little less than, but still, as Zibanejad's shot misses high and wide. Panarin now moving in. Shot save again by Samsonov. About 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Good call for Gatorade tonight. Definitely needed Gatorade. Had a lot of coffee today. That dehydrates you. Anyway, Miller's shot can't get the shot over. He does actually. It was blocked. It kicks out to Lars Eller. Eller gets by Trouba, sends it over to Sheary now. Shot saved by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Trouba, who sends it up to Zegras. Trevor Zegras now. He's hit hard. Loses the puck, at least temporarily, but Lafreniere finds it before losing it to Jensen at center ice. Jensen now along the right side. He's going to get hit by Keandre Miller. And this puck is going to glitch all the way down. They're going to call an icing on the Rangers. And they're going to call elbowing now, actually, after the play on Brett Leeson. So the Rangers are going to get a power play. Because of the icing, though, that means it kind of cancels out, and it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Strome versus Backstrom now. Or no, excuse me, that's Eller. As this will be won by the Caps. They'll set it all the way down and set up for the penalty kill. Trouba gathers the puck for the Rangers. Bank pass up to Smith. Smith now from the right side. Shot saved by Samsonov. Strome gathers in the corner. Sends it back to Keandre Miller pinching in. Cross-ice pass. Smith shot saved by Samsonov. Kreider couldn't hit the rebound. Kreider back to the point now for Keandre Miller. Can't handle the pass. Bad turnover. Here comes Hathaway. Racing against Trouba. Hathaway shot saved by Shesterkin shorthanded. Miller now with the puck and back the other way. Race the Rangers with Dylan Strome. Strome on the right side to Craig Smith. Back to Strome. Shot saved. One-timer by Samsonov with 40 seconds left here on the penalty kill. Good save there by Ilya Samsonov. Zegras versus Backstrom now. Face-off won by Zegras back to Zibanejad. Zibanejad a shot saved by Samsonov. Zegras now coming in down low. Zegras backhand shot saved by Samsonov. The top line here for the Rangers power play plays with 4 forwards. Zibanejad plays at the right defensive position, as it'll be Zegras versus Backstrom. 11 minutes left here in the second period. Rangers up 2-0. Face-off win by won by the Caps. Oshie controls after the tie-up. He'll get hit by Zibanejad. Fox will gather, and this should do it for the power play. Long pass by Fox to Zegras. Rangers it's back to 5-on-5. Lafreniere now down low. Circling, moves to the slot, can't get the shot off. Oshie will take the loose puck and send it cross-ice to Leeson. Leeson now back to Oshie. Poked away there, and Zegras will gather and start back the other way for the Rangers. So Rangers, again, can't capitalize on the power play. As tries to feed Panarin, and Artemi Panarin, I think he slid it just under the left pad of Samsonov. His 4th of the playoffs. A soft shot that gets through. It's 3-0 New York. Yeah, it looked like he went 5-hole on Samsonov there. Kind of caught him in between as Panarin puts a soft shot on net, and it finds its way to the back of the net. It's 3-0 New York with 8.5 minutes left here. Lafreniere and Zegras the assists on Panarin's 4th of the playoffs. Wilson now gains the zone for the Caps as Sprong will gather the loose puck after that big hit there against the boards. Send an outlet pass along the left side to Barclay Goodrow. Strome now gathers the loose puck after Goodrow takes a hit, and Strome will send it over to Coghlan. Dylan Coghlan, a shot misses high and wide. Strome handles the bouncing rebound in the corner. Strome now circling around, and Dylan Strome will score his 1st of the playoffs. Finally finds a tally here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semis. That'll help his confidence. And it's 4-0 New York. Dylan Strome, a good shot against the far post, and he banks it in for his 1st of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Coghlan and Goodrow the assists, as another face-off win for the Caps now to Chwalski. Chwalski gets hit at the point by the Rangers forwards. Puck kicks to Leeson. Back to Sheary. Shot stick to side by Shesterkin. Pajula can't handle it. Sheary moving in. Back to Eller. His shot is blocked. What's up, Ernie? How's it going, buddy? Lindgren now up to Barron. Morgan Barron. Cross ice for Hunt. Shot blocked in front. And the puck kicks to the corner for Chwalski. Lucky break there for the Caps. Good setup by the Rangers. As now Sheary to Leeson. Shot saved by Shesterkin. He'll leave it in the corner for Fox with less than 4 minutes left here in the second period of Game 2. Rangers up 1-0 in the series. Fox now gains the zone. There's a little button hook, but Leeson takes it away. And then he's going to get hit by Fox as the Rangers get a change. Zibanejad pushes it forward to Hunt. Hunt now cross ice to Panarin. Shot saved by Samsonov. He had plenty of time to go pipe to pipe. And now Dryden Hunt a shot saved by Samsonov. Zibanejad gathers. Sends it back to Hunt. He loses control, and Leeson takes it away. Sends it up to Eller. Eller now along the right side, gains the blue line, and then gets a big hit by Jacob Trouba, and Panarin gets the puck after he is separated from it. Panarin sends up to Dryden Hunt. Less than a minute to go in the period. Hunt tries to go cross ice, but Chwalski intercepts, but then he loses it because of the good forecheck by the Rangers. Hunt now, top of the slot, shot never got through. Good blast there, though. As Zibanejad moving in, shot misses wide. Looking for the corner there. Now Dryden Hunt down low, slots backhand shot. 2 in a row, saved by Samsonov, and he'll freeze it with a second to go here in the period. Good sustained pressure by the Rangers. Opportunity after opportunity. The only reason why this game isn't more out of hand is because of Samsonov. Strome versus LaPierre. He wins it back to Runanen, but the period expires. At the end of 40 minutes of play here at Madison Square Garden, the Rangers are up 4-0 against the Capitals. Rangers out shooting Washington now 25-5. They outshot them 12-4 that period. Hits 13-9 in favor of Washington. Faceoffs 11-6 in favor of Washington. And the Rangers 0-for-1 on the power play. Part of the reason why we're able to rack up that shot total. Mika Zibanejad versus Nicholas Backstrom now. Backstrom wins the faceoff to Mantha. Caps winning 2 out of every 3 faceoffs tonight. Mantha now gets by Lindgren. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Tested early here in the third. Bad play by Lindgren. Again, he missed a month of action, including the first round of the playoffs with post-concussion syndrome. And has not looked, he hasn't looked bad, but he hasn't looked like his usual sharp self either. Carlson, shot blocked by Panarin. Panarin can't get the pass to Zibanejad, though. Carlson intercepts and sends it up to Backstrom. Now down to TJ Oshie. Again, Hosang was hurt in the first period, so Oshie is playing on the top line now for the Caps as they're down a forward. Mika Zibanejad now moving in. Shot saved by Samsonov. Artemi Panarin sends it back to the point, but nobody was there. Adam Fox was tied up at neutral ice. Fox sends it back to Zibanejad, and he backhands it up to Panarin. Panarin gains the zone. Panarin now cutting in, and Artemi Panarin, his 2nd of the game, his 5th of the postseason. When Panarin cuts in down low like that, if you don't hit him, he is just going to tuck it around the goalie. Samsonov had no chance. It's 5-0 Rangers. Backstrom versus Zegras now, 3:20 into the third. Zibanejad and Fox the assists. Face-off won by the Caps. Mantha with the puck taken away by Lafreniere. Lafreniere up to Zegras. Back to Lafreniere. Lafreniere now moving in. Shot saved by Samsonov. Lafreniere now loses the puck to Backstrom. And then takes a hit from Kreider, but he gets it up to Mantha. Keandre Miller now hits Mantha at the blue line. Mantha still controls. Has it poked away, and Trevor Zegras gathers the loose puck. Zegras now up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere stands between 2 Capitals, but Zegras will gather the loose puck. Zegras now cuts to the slot, does a little button hook shot, saved by Samsonov. Zegras again now kicks it around to Lafreniere. Up to Trouba. Back to Keandre Miller. He's hit at the blue line, but he gets around it. Shot, backhand save, rebound. Zegras can't handle it, and Orlov gets it out of danger with 7 minutes gone here in the period. Mantha over to Leeson. Leeson has his pocket picked by Keandre Miller before he can get a shot off. And now Chris Kreider along the left side. Kreider now down low. Kreider tries to get it across, but it bounces right back to him. Kreider a shot. Bounces in the air like a Baltimore chop. Sprong tried to kick it into the net. You can't do that. But Samsonov makes the save anyway. And he will freeze the puck. Eller versus Dylan Strome now with 11:26 left in the third. Face-off won by Strome. Back to Tarmo Runanen. He'll lose the puck, but it kicks back to Strome before Sheary gathers it. Leeson now on the left side. He'll send it deep, and Runanen will give chase. Tarmo Runanen gathers. Long pass for Barclay Goodrow at center ice. Moving in along the left side. Can't get by Chwalski. Long pass. Cross ice. Sprong couldn't handle it. Jensen might have tipped it, or Samsonov for that matter. Tough to get those passes through the crease. As now Runanen sends it across ice to Sprong at center ice. Daniel Sprong moves into the zone. Sends it back to Goodrow. Shot saved by Samsonov, and he'll hold. 8:41 now left here in the third period of Game 2. Rangers up 5-0. Morgan Barron versus Kuznetsov. Face-off won by Kuznetsov back to Jensen. And up to Oshie it goes. TJ Oshie gets hit by Adam Fox. And Barron gathers it and sends it around to Kajula. Drake Kajula now back the other way. He'll send a bank pass off the boards up to Dryden Hunt. Hunt gets hit. Temporarily loses control of the puck, but regathers it. Circles around, shot, save, rebound. Kajula couldn't get free. Puck is loose in the corner. Jensen finds it, gets hit by Hunt. The fourth line with the forecheck has been dangerous all playoffs. As Jensen now, this is what this fourth line will do. They have speed. They don't necessarily shoot the puck well, but they will hit you. And they have good speed. As now Oshie 2-on-1 with Wilson. And Tom Wilson gets his third of the playoffs. His second of the series. The Ranger defense gave up the 2-on-1. And then somebody for Washington continues to find a way to find the back of the net, but he is the only one right now. I also just realized Alexander Ovechkin must be hurt. Oshie and Kuznetsov with the assists. No wonder why Washington's not getting any offense. 4:35 now left in the third. Washington on the board. Shesterkin loses the shutout late, but Rangers still have a commanding 4-goal lead. Zibanejad versus Kuznetsov. Face-off one. Back to Craig Smith, but he has it taken away by Wilson. Wilson's third of the playoffs, his second of the series. Pass up to Oshie. He's going to get hit by Coughlin. Actually braced himself nicely, but lost the puck. Smith will push it further down, and Panarin will go and gather. Artemi Panarin! It's a hat trick for the Breadman! His sixth of the playoffs! His third of the game! And just like that, the Garden faithful are on their feet as they can feel it. Game 2 is going to go their way. It's 6-1 New York. The Breadman snaps another one home, showing off the speed for the loose puck, and then burying it behind Samsonov. Smith and Roonin in the assists, as Favari now will send it deep. Trouba will gather the loose puck and send it up to Strome. It gets behind him, but he'll give him chase and get there. Shot saved, but I believe that's Vanacek now in net. Strome to Miller. Across to Trouba, pushes it back up to Strome. Strome moving in. Can't get a shot off. Van Riemsdyk now up to LaPierre with 60 seconds to go. Puck sent deep by the Capitals. Keandre Miller gathers for the Rangers. Passes up to Barclay Goodrow. Now to Mika Zibanejad, fresh off the bench. Zibanejad takes a hit, throws the puck towards center ice. Hathaway is there. He'll push it back deep. Craig Smith will gather. Smith circling. Sends it over to Keandre Miller. Gets it out of the zone. LaPierre takes it away and sends it over to Hathaway. Hathaway has it poked away to center ice. Half a minute left here in game 2. Orlov a shot saved by Shesterkin. That'll help the old save percentage. As Trouba now sends it up to Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad over to Smith. Smith from the point, throws it on net. Save there by the netminder. Puck kicked into the corner for Orlov. Orlov circling with 15 seconds left here for Washington. Orlov gains the blue line, hit by Runinen. Panarin now pushes it around the boards. Smith up to Runinen. Runinen will gain the center ice line. He'll send it all the way down, and that'll do it here for game 2 at Madison Square Garden. I just kicked the mic. Sorry if there was any noise there. The Rangers take a 2-0 lead in the series with back-to-back 6-1 wins as the Garden faithful are now saluted by the Broadway Blue Shirts there at center ice. Your number 3 star with a pair of assists, Barclay Goodrow. Your number 2 star with a goal and an assist, Daniel Sprong. And we're going to say your number 1 star has got to be Artemi Panarin. Rangers outshot Washington 38-9. Hits were 20-13 in favor of the Caps. Faceoffs 17-8 in favor of the Caps. Rangers 0 for 1 on the power play. And there it is, Artemi Panarin, your number 1 star with the hat trick. A playoff hat trick. As now the series will shift to Washington. Also, it looks like the Wolfpack, our AHL team, is about to be eliminated. Yeah, I want to see the injury report, though. I feel like Hosang, Ovechkin... Oh, I mean, he might... Oshie's playing with a broken nose. Ovechkin, he might come back with that busted ankle. Ho saying he will likely miss the rest of the playoffs because we're going to sweep, probably, knock on wood. But you have to imagine Alexander Ovechkin's going to come back for the next game in Washington because if you're Washington, you can't afford to go down 3-0 and wait for Ovechkin to be healthy for 100% healthy for Game 4. Every semifinal series is 2-0 except for Tampa Bay and Florida. Tampa Bay and Florida are 1-1. Rangers are up 2-0 in the Caps. Vancouver up 2-0 on the Golden Knights. Colorado, not surprisingly, up 2-0 on Dallas. And that is official now. The Wolfpack have been eliminated from the playoffs. They got swept in the second round. Oh well. Backstrom versus Zibanejad now. Capital One Arena here for the Capitals. Face-off won by Zibanejad. Ryan Lindgren with the puck. We'll start circling along the left side. Throws it on net. Easy save for Samsonov. I thought it was solid, Andrew. I really do. I think that the asking price for JT Miller was too high. Thomas Hertl said he wants to stay in San Jose. Those are the other two guys the Rangers are looking at. As Lindgren is shot saved by Samsonov. Nice slapper there from the young defenseman. I love the Andrew Kopp trade. I realize that one of the second round picks we sent over could turn into a first rounder if the Rangers make the Eastern Conference Finals. But I think every Ranger fan will be okay with that. That was the condition for one of the picks we sent over, was that if Kopp plays in 50% of those games for the Rangers in the first two rounds. So there's some stipulations there. As Keandre Miller now will gain the zone. Throws it on net. Saved by Samsonov. And he will hold. Mott's got speed. He's a good fourth line. It gives the Rangers some much-needed depth. Justin Braun is going to shore up the third defensive pairing because the Rangers don't... Not that they don't trust him. I mean, he's not ready. Braden Schneider needs a little bit more cooking before he's going to be fully ready to become a full-time player. And again, and hopefully, they said that hopefully by the 1st of April, Capo Caco and Kevin Rooney will be back. So that'll just give the Rangers a ton of room, a ton of depth. And to me, Kopp has such great versatility. To me, that's a win. Some guys are calling him a poor man's JT Miller. I don't think he gives enough offense, but Kopp can play every forward position. He proved the other night he helps the Rangers on faceoffs, which is a problem that we have had all year long, really for several years. He's a very good faceoff man. As Mantha is shot saved by Shesterkin, leaves it for Runanen. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. I think, and again, the only prospect we gave up is Morgan Barron, who I think will be a good player for Winnipeg in a couple of years. He's definitely got top 9 forward potential. I mean, he's on my fourth line here in the franchise. He's a hitter. He's a good two-way forward. As Mantha takes a hit from Fox, but him too, he's just not ready yet. All he did was give up draft picks otherwise. So I think it was a solid. I think it was solid. As Lindgren, a big hit there. Somebody's hurt, and Mantha again. Oh, and Lindgren, one hit KO. He just pulled a Fisher like in Pokemon. One hit knockout. As Ryan Lindgren throwing the body. I mean, what about you? Didn't Toronto got Giordano for a song from Seattle, in my opinion. I think you guys fleeced the Kraken, right? For the Leafs absolutely fleeced the Seattle Kraken in that trade, as that pass up the Barron can't be handled, and Eller will take it away. Rangers putting the fourth line out there in case Washington decides for any shenanigans. As Leeson back now to Chwalski, down to Sheary. Poked away. Nice play. Chowalski has to gather back to center ice. Yeah, I mean, the Leafs had a very good deadline, in my opinion. As Trouba, long pass to Caggiula connects. Caggiula now moving in, trying to get to Dryden Hunt, but that goes through. And now Caggiula cross ice for Trouba. Trouba, a blast. Shot saved by Samsonov with the glove. So, if the season were to end today, Andrew, the Rangers would play Pittsburgh. I do think we beat Pittsburgh in the first round. I think it would be Carolina versus Washington, and I think Carolina beats, or Carolina versus Boston. I think either one of those, I think Carolina wins. As Alexander Ovechkin gets his 4th of the playoffs, he missed games 1 and 2, and he immediately makes a difference here in game 3. Back from injury, it's 1-0 Caps. I don't know if the Rangers get by Carolina. Unless Shesterkin basically does what Georgiev did in the other day against them. I don't know if we can compete with Carolina. Carolina's not going to sweep, right? But I could see Carolina beating us in 6. As Craig Smith takes it away. Smith now moving in, and Craig Smith immediately answers with his 3rd of the playoffs and ties it up. But it'll be a good series. I'll say this, actually. If the Rangers can force a Game 7 against Carolina, I think the Rangers win. If Carolina doesn't finish us off in 6, we finish them in 7. I think it's going to be very close. And then, no offense, but coming from the other bracket, you still got to figure Tampa Bay's the favorite. Florida got a lot better, too. I know. But right now, I think it would be you guys versus Tampa Bay in the first round. And I don't think you get... I'm sorry. I'm not saying you're going to get swept or anything, but, like, I think Tampa Bay beats you again. Or beats you. I think Tampa Bay beats you. Didn't they beat you a couple years ago? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Anyway, Ovechkin, huge hit on Fox. I'm going to call him for cross-checking on that one. Or interference. Kind of an iffy call, and Ovechkin not happy with it. As the grade 8 goes to the sin bin. The Ranger power play has not been that effective in the playoffs thus far. Only 1 for 7. Eller versus Dylan Strome. Face-off won by Eller to Orlov. And he will clear with less than a minute to go here in the first. So can the Rangers score? Will it carry over to the second period? Now a long pass for Smith is going to go all the way down. He's going to get called for an icing. Bad play there by Keandre Miller. Alexander Ovechkin now leading the playoff teams in penalty minutes. That's his 7th minor of the playoffs in 7 games. Face-off won again by the Caps. Fairway over to Van Riemsdyk. Knocked away by Craig Smith. He leaves it for Strome. Dylan Strome gains the zone. Back to Smith as it poked away. Strome regathers. Rangers can't get set up here. It's going to be cleared all the way down, and that'll do it for the first period. So at the end of 20 here in Washington, Game 3 is knotted at 1 after goals by Ovechkin and Smith. Which again, yeah, Ovechkin's goal, Oshie and Backstrom the assists. Smith's was unassisted. Oh, I should have done the stats. Oh, well. Real quick, I can do the stats. Rangers out shooting Washington 6-5. Hits are 5-1 in favor of the Rangers. 7-2 face-offs in favor of Washington. Zegras versus Eller now, center ice. Rangers have just over a minute left on the power play. Minute two, as that's won by Washington and sent all the way down. Oh, and Zibanejad overskates it. Bad turnover again. Again, the Ranger power play, probably their one weakness in the playoffs. This is the worst the power play has looked all year. As Lafreniere will gather it with less than half a minute to go. Will race across, trying to get it to Panarin, and does. Panarin puts on the brakes. Now Panarin cutting in, and Panarin scores! His 7th of the playoffs. It's a power play goal, and the Rangers take a 2-1 lead. Well, that'll help with the old stat sheet. The Rangers now 2 for 8 on the power play in the playoffs. As Panarin, late in the power play, there was only about 9 seconds left of the power play. But Panarin, that graphic is incorrect. It was not his third. It might have been unassisted, but Panarin, a shot saved by Samsonov. Zibanejad got it was 7th in the playoffs. 7th. Now gets it to Smith, who then loses control, and Lindgren will gather at center ice. Back the other way for the Rangers. Lindgren tries to throw it on net, but he's checked before he can get it off. Zibanejad back to Panarin, a shot. Saved by Samsonov. Orlov now hit by Zibanejad. Orlov will push it around to Carlson. And up to Ovechkin. The great 8, who has a goal tonight, also has a penalty that led to the Rangers taking the lead. Adam Fox now, 3-on-1. Panarin shot saved by Samsonov. Might have been deflected on that. What's up, Crunk? How's it going, buddy? We were just talking about how bad the Kraken had a trade deadline. I was talking to Andrew. Or, how bad Seattle was and how great Toronto was to rob you guys. Basically, rob just blind. Sorry, buddy. As Chris Kreider gets the puck into the cap zone. I'm sorry. Jensen over to Fox, now to Ovechkin, taken away by Kreider. Yeah, I know. Sorry. For those who don't know, Crunk is a Kraken fan. Obviously, so. As Lafreniere, we're trying to get him into hockey. This was great. He was super happy as an expansion franchise getting into hockey, and then the Kraken did what the Kraken did. As Zegras now moving in down low, feeding Kreider. Oh, a beautiful one-timer, and Kreider gets his third of the playoffs. It's 3-1 New York. El Capitan delivers. Zegras finds him and feeds him. Pulling a Ryback. Feed me more. Zegras should get the only assist on the play. Strome versus Kuznetsov now on Kreider's third of the playoffs. Yeah, they got to do better. They got to do better, man. I mean, you got the potential. You're going to have the cap space also. As now Goodrow tries to get it across to Strome in the one-timer. That's broken up. Sprong will gather now. Move in. Shot saved by Samsonov. Kuznetsov gathers. 9 minutes gone here in the second period of Game 3. Caps took the early 1-0 lead. Rangers answered a couple of minutes later in the first and have scored twice now here in the second. Yeah, I mean, the front office has to do better, and I don't think Ron Francis... Crunk, I'm going to say it. I am available if the Kraken would like to hire me as their general manager. I will do double duty. I'll also work for the Seahawks. I'll do both. Come on, Seattle. I can help you. I'll fix everything. As Mantha now moving in on net. Shesterkin saves short side. Leaves it for Trouba. Passes up to Sprong. One salary, 2 jobs. LaPierre now over to Van Riemsdyk. I promise a winner within 3 years with both teams. Because you're both in rebuild mode. Like, that's the thing. You're in total rebuild. Or in the case of the Kraken, just build mode. As Van Riemsdyk now over the right side. But I'll have a plan in place. And I will promise the fans a better product. At least you'll understand the moves I make. As Shesterkin leaves it for Runanen and up to Dryden Hunt. That's very true, Crunk. That's very, very true. Dryden Hunt now a slap shot. Oh, and his stick explodes. Actually, the defenseman's stick explodes on the block. As Janssen Falaby will send it deep with 3.5 left here in the second. Runanen now up to Kajula. Kajula cutting through. Shot saved there by Samsonov. And Van Riemsdyk sends it up to Backstrom. Ovechkin, big hit there. Zibanejad keeps the puck in the zone. Back to Runanen. Across to Coghlan. Coghlan shot deflected on net. Saved by Samsonov. Nice play by Dryden Hunt. Now a turnaround shot saved by Samsonov. And he'll freeze it with 90 seconds left in the period. That would be... Actually, I would love to see Bobby Wagner on skates. I would love to see Bobby Wagner on skates. Zegras versus Backstrom now to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Zegras to Lindgren. Lindgren! Oh, and Ryan Lindgren pulls a string. Only his third game of the playoffs because he was hurt, much like Ovechkin. Gets his first of the playoffs, and the Rangers are up 4-1 as the wheels are coming off the cart here in the second period for Washington. A minute 14 left now in the period. That's a heartbreaker, a late goal like that. Orlov off the faceoff win. Tries to get it to Ovechkin. He'll leave it for Backstrom, though. Big hit there. Oshie with the puck. Shot saved by Shesterkin, and he'll leave it for Adam Fox. Sends it up to Lafreniere with a few seconds left here in the period. Alexis Lafreniere tries to throw it on net, but Carlson blocks. Sends it up to Oshie. And we are going to go to the second intermission with the Rangers up 4-1. I'm out of Gatorade. Again, that graphic is wrong because EA Sports can't do the most basic things. Rangers are up 4-1 at the end of 40. Rangers out shooting Washington 17-7. It's not even a lot of shots. It's just that they're capitalizing on the opportunities they get. They're out hitting the cap 7-3. Faceoffs 12-3 in favor of Washington. And of course, finally, the Rangers capitalize on the power play. That power play goal by Panarin really turned this game around. As we get ready for the third period here at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Backstrom wins the faceoff back to Orlov and now over to Carlson. Carlson gains the zone on the left side, gets it on the Oshie, shot saved by Shesterkin. Fox pushes it around to Panarin. He'll send it up to Smith. Craig Smith now on the right side. Possibly his last games as a Ranger. Shot saved there by Samsonov. Zibanejad pushes it back around the boards, but Carlson intercepts in the trapezoid. Sends up to Ovechkin. Ovechkin over to Oshie. Gets it up to Backstrom at center ice. At the blue line, hit by Lindgren. He gets it to Oshie. Oshie settles it down, gets a shot off, but I think Smith intercepts and starts back the other way with Zibanejad. Tries to send it back to Smith. Tries to jam it on home. Saved by Samsonov, and he sends it over to Orlov now. With 3.5 gone here in the third. Backstrom gets hit at his own blue line. Panarin gathers the puck, and then he gets hit by Backstrom. Carlson now circling back for the Washington Capitals. Sends it up to Oshie. TJ Oshie gets it in the zone. Down low, shot saved by Shesterkin, and Panarin pushes it wide of the net and out of danger. 5 minutes gone now in the period. Zibanejad along the right side gets hit at the point. Orlov with the puck. Up to Sheary. Hit by Lindgren. Lindgren across ice to Trouba. Back across to Lindgren. He'll lose control of the puck off the hard pass. Orlov will gather it, but Lafreniere in the forecheck takes it away. Alexis Lafreniere tries to go short side, but Samsonov shovels it away to Orlov. Now over to Mantha. 12:45 left here in the third. Mantha at the blue line. Gets by Lindgren. Can't get by Trouba, though, and then his pass is intercepted by Kreider. Kreider back around to Lindgren. Lindgren with a goal tonight, his first of the playoffs. Long pass now for Chris Kreider, who also has a goal tonight. Kreider coming in down low. Oh, and what a pretty backhand by Chris Kreider. He settled it down and then lifted it up over the left leg of Samsonov. It's 5-1 Rangers. Whoop! And there you go. Kreider's fourth of the playoffs, his second of the night. Lindgren the only assist as the faceoff is won by Washington. Chowalski with the puck. Moving in down low. Down low to Falaby, who gets it to LaPierre. Can't get the shot off, and it's sticked away by Shesterkin. As Dylan Strome now moving in. Shot saved by Samsonov. Coughlin now pinching in. Dylan Coughlin moving in. Can't get the shot off. Goodrow's shot. And Samsonov jumping on it like Captain America on a grenade. Shuffles the puck away to Jensen. Holy cow. Big save there by Samsonov to get control of that puck before Goodrow. And now Strome throws it on net. Saved by Samsonov. And he will hold. We call that the Captain America save. Now Morgan Barron versus LaPierre is the fourth line. Will get some work here. Face-off won by LaPierre to Jensen. He'll bank it up to Hathaway, who gets hit by Jacob Trouba. Hathaway, though, will recover the loose puck, gains the center ice line, and sends it deep. Keandre Miller now goes around and sends it up to Morgan Barron, but he has it taken away by Oshie, but Oshie is offsides. 7:05 left here in the third of Game 3. Rangers looking to take a commanding lead in the series. The Caps struck first, Ovechkin's fourth of the playoffs, but it's been all New York since then as Backstrom wins it back to Van Riemsdyk. Now over to Ovechkin. He gets hit by Dryden Hunt. Ovechkin moving in down low, poked away by Barron. Good stick check there. As Dryden Hunt back the other way. Hunt has it taken away. Backstrom gathers the loose puck. Is then going to get hit by Keandre Miller. Jacob Trouba now. Up to Kajula. Kajula moving in along the right side. And Favari sends it over to Oshie. Oshie's going to take a hit. And it's going to be batted away by Miller. 4 minutes left here in the third. There's Lafreniere for the Rangers. Oh, he's going to get smashed! What a hit there! And Van Riemsdyk gathers the loose puck as Miller will send it, or he'll send it deep as Miller hits him. But Lafreniere, you hope he's okay. After a hit like that, he is still on the ice, which is a good sign for the Rangers. Kreider, his turnaround shot, looking for the Hattie, saved by Samsonov. Mantha now with the puck. Passes up to Kuznetsov. Less than 2 minutes left here in the period. Runanen stick checks him, and Trouba gathers. Sends it back around. Runanen, long pass for Lafreniere, trying to get behind the defense. Lafreniere to Kreider. And instead it's going to go back to Lafreniere, who will shuffle it in. His 5th of the playoffs. His 1st of the series, I believe. And it's 6-1 Rangers. That's been the magic score this whole series. Those are the finals of games 1 and 2 as well. He was trying to get it to Kreider, but it deflected back to him, and Lafreniere's like, well, I'll just take it myself. Less than a minute to go here. Lafreniere from Runanen and Trouba, his 5th of the playoffs. Orlov over the Mantha now. He's going to get hit hard, and the puck kicks to Dylan Coghlan. Coghlan now, slap shot saved by Samsonov, who's going to stay out there, I guess, for the last minute of the play. And Kuznetsov versus Strome now to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by the Rangers. Runanen a shot save. Rebound! And Dylan Strome is going to bat it in out of the air for his 2nd of the playoffs, his 2nd of the series. And the Rangers are adding insult to injury here. It's 7-1 New York. Runanen, a nice high shot, deflected right to him off the save with 41 seconds left. Runanen, the only assist. Face-off now won again by the Rangers. To Runanen, to Coghlan, now up to Morgan Barron. Barron's shot is blocked. He gathers the puck, loses it to Orlov, and sends it up to Sheary. Sheary sends it cross ice for Kuznetsov. He'll get hit by Barron. Kajula will find it. Tries to send it across ice, but Mantha intercepts. But Coghlan will stick check him and take it in the corner. Coghlan up to Barron with 15 seconds left. Puck sent deep. Carlson finds it. Sends it over to LaPierre. LaPierre now along the right side. Poked away. Barron now. He'll push it deep. And that'll do it. The Rangers are going to win Game 3 by the score of 7-1. They outshot Washington 28-11. Alexis Lafreniere with that goal was your 3rd star. They out-hit Washington 10-7. Washington won 17 of 22 faceoffs. The lone bright spot in an otherwise horrendous evening. Ryan Lindgren, a goal, an assist, and 4 hits is your number 2 star. I'm going to say Chris Kreider's your number 1. And there it is. Kreider with a pair of goals is your number 1 star. So the Rangers on the verge of sweeping the Caps out of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Colorado looking to do the same to Dallas. Vancouver up 2-1 on Vegas now, and Tampa Bay up 2-1 on Florida. So here we go, Game 4. And after this, I make tacos. Looking forward to tacos. Very hungry. Anyway, I had a lunch at a regular time. And it's one of those things where it was like I wasn't hungry before we started, and I'm very hungry now. Mika Zibanejad versus Nicholas Backstrom now. Face-off won by the Caps, and Game 4 is underway. Do or die time for Washington. Shot saved by Shesterkin from the blue line. They have to find a way to generate more offense. Shot save again, and oh, just as I say that, TJ Oshie finally scores his 1st of the playoffs. Crunk, I would love to be sponsored by Hot Pockets. I would have a Hot Pocket every single stream. if they sponsored me. Send me a truck full of Hot Pockets and money, but also Hot Pockets. Backstrom and Ovechkin the assists. And boy, oh boy, did Washington need to get off to a fast start tonight. Oshie, Shesterkin made 2 saves, but the third he could not. The rebound went right to Oshie. And just like that, Washington's up 1-0. Lindgren takes it away from Oshie now. Again, Washington trying to force a Game 5 in New York in 2 nights. As this one down to Smith, he pushes it on net. Samsonov is there. He'll freeze the puck. But the Caps get off to a fast start. You know what's also fast? Making a Hot Pocket. 2.5 minutes. You can make 2 Hot Pockets in your microwave. Zegras versus Backstrom now to the right of Samsonov. Over to Jensen. Jensen gets it up to Ovechkin. Now over to TJ Oshie, who gets laid out by Jacob Trouba. Keandre Miller finds it and sends it up to Alexis Lafreniere. It's all mine. Lafreniere now back to Kreider. Kreider back to Lafreniere. Shot saved by Samsonov as Lafreniere's stick explodes. On the shot, it absolutely splintered. Couldn't get enough on it. Strome versus Kuznetsov now. Face-off won by Kuznetsov to Chowalski. And over to Mantha. Mantha now. Back, it flicked it on net. Shesterkin. Oh, it almost kicked in by Coughlin. Puck pinballed around there off a couple of Rangers, but Shesterkin finds it. And freezes it. You can find, speaking of freezing it, you can find Hot Pockets at your local grocery freezer section. As this is one back to Chowalski, Sprong kicks it into the corner, deflects off his right skate, and Ruunanen will kick it out of the zone. Sprong now turning on the Jets, winning the race there, now feeds across, and Goodrow scores! A beautiful feed there from Daniel Sprong on the one-timer. And Goodrow gets his second of the playoffs. A beautiful job there by Daniel Sprong to win the race for the loose puck. Goodrow went for him stride for stride. He beats his defender, and it's 1-1 here in Washington. I'm a natural, Crunk. I'm a natural. Kuznetsov versus Barron. Sprong and Ruunanen the assists as this is sent over to Mantha. Kajula gets hit there. Trouba sends it up to Barron, but Chowalski takes it away. And now Kuznetsov gains the zone. Can't get by Trouba, but he leaves it for LaPierre. LaPierre now gets hit by Barron, and Dryden Hunt takes it away. Back to Jacob Trouba. Trouba gains the blue line. Trouba lets it rip. Saved by Samsonov. Hunt can't get it in the corner. LaPierre now. Up to Mantha. Across to Carlson. Up to Kuznetsov. Laid out again by Jacob Trouba. Holy cow. As Keandre Miller now to Chris Kreider. Kreider a shot saved by Samsonov. And he'll hold. You know what the red jerseys of the Washington Capitals reminds me of? The pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. I'm a big fan of the pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. It's probably my favorite. You know, they also, I don't know if they still do, they used to do a cheeseburger Hot Pocket. That was phenomenal. Anyway, Zibanejad gains the zone along the right side. Shot saved by Samsonov. Panarin now gathers it, and here we go. Panarin can't get the shot off. That's his favorite place to score from. Good job by the Capital defense to recover there as Fehervary sends it up to Sheary. Now to Leeson. Leeson gains the zone but loses the puck. Coughlin recovers and kicks it around the boards. Panarin now. Panarin from the right side. Shot save by Samsonov. Smith can't get the shot off. And Sheary gains the zone for Washington back the other way. Coughlin checks him. And Artemi Panarin finds the puck. Sends it up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere tries to push it to Zibanejad, but Oshie takes it away. TJ Oshie, who has the goal tonight for Washington, loses control, and Ruunanen gathers the puck. Ruunanen up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere along the right side shot. Left side shot saved by Samsonov with 4.5 minutes left here in the first. Backstrom versus Strome now to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Strome, back to Keandre Miller. Miller leaves it for Daniel Sprong. Former Capital has a pair of goals this series against his former team. Sprong back to Miller. Across to Jacob Trouba. Trouba, a bomb from the blue line. But Samsonov is able to make enough of a save as it deflects off of his glove and out of play. 1-1 game here late in the first period. Do or die game 4 for Washington. They're down 3-0 in the series to the Rangers. Backstrom versus Strome. Wins it back to Jensen, does Backstrom. And gets it up to Ovechkin. Now over to Oshie. Oshie hit by Trouba. Back to Ovechkin. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Saw the rising shot all the way. And he leaves it for Trouba now. Up to Daniel Sprong. Sprong gets hit hard. Loses the puck. But we'll go back and get it. Daniel Sprong now moving in. Loses control again. As we are in the final 2 minutes here of the first period. And as you know, the final 2 minutes of the period is brought to you by Hot Pockets. In just 2 minutes, you can get yourself a delicious Hot Pocket from out of the microwave. Orlov now back the other way for Washington. I'm going to do this all night, the rest of this game. Orlov with half a minute to go. Ovechkin can't get the shot off. Shot saved this time by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Trouba. One last rush now for the Rangers. Strome moving through the zone. To the left circle. Shot saved by Samsonov. He'll leave it for Orlov. And that'll do it here in the first period of Game 4. The Hot Pocket 2-minute mark. Exactly, Crunk. You too can have a Hot Pocket in just 2 minutes. At the end of the first period, though, we are tied at 1. Rangers out shooting Washington 9-5. Hits are 5-4 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 8-1 in favor of Washington. We head to the Hot Pocket second period. Backstrom versus Zibanejad. Faceoff won by Backstrom back to Orlov. Kicks to Lindgren. Oshie intercepts and sends it over to Orlov. Back now across Backstrom. Taken away by Fox. Fox sends it up to Zibanejad. Zibanejad along the left side. Oh, and Zibanejad's going to get hit hard. And Ryan Lindgren is not a fan of that. Gets in Backstrom's face. It looks like we might have coincidental... It looks like there won't be any... Oh, yeah. Oh, Crunk, I had planned for that. Oh, yeah, I was waiting for the power play, too, my friend. Trust me, we are going to have a Hot Pocket power play. Hot Pocket pepperoni pizza power play. That's what we're going to do. So, coincidental minors here, so no power play. 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Eller versus Zibanejad. Face-off won by Zibanejad. Back to Trouba. Shot saved by Samsonov. And he squeezes the legs shut and freezes the puck before it crosses the line. Oh, yeah, folks. Let's hope there's going to be a penalty. Because we're going to do the Hot Pocket pepperoni pizza power play. I'm not sponsored yet by Hot Pocket. By the end of this stream, though, I want Hot Pocket calling me. Ovechkin. Oh, he lays out Fox. A proactive hit there on the forecheck as it's sent around the boards to Carlson. Back to Orlov. Orlov. Pass intercepted by Panarin. And now 2-on-2 back the other way. Artemi Panarin. Right shot. Circle shot. And it's going to go in off the blocker. Panarin. Oh, he hammers it on home. It's 2-1 Rangers on his 8th of the playoffs here on the 4-on-4. Samsonov made most of the save, but it went right in off his blocker. And the Rangers take a huge 2-1 lead. And as always, the second goal of the game for the Rangers is brought to you by Hot Pockets. You too can get 2 Hot Pockets, 2 goals. As Zegras now is shot saved by Samsonov. Every box comes with 2 delicious Hot Pockets. Leeson versus Zegras. 3 minutes gone here in the second period. A minute left here on the 4-on-4. Face-off won by Zegras back to Coughlin. Coughlin is shot, save, rebound. Oh, Samsonov does the splits. He makes the hard ones look easy, folks. I would love to be I could be the modern Jim Varney. Like, from Ernest. Because people forget, before he did all those movies, Ernest was just a commercial guy. As Zegras now, it was a commercial stick. He'd sell anything, and he was like, Vern. Vern was the cameraman. That was the joke. People don't remember that. I could be, let's see, okay, look, we need, okay, Hot Pockets. Dunkin' Donuts I want as a sponsor. Crunk, we got to make this happen, buddy. As Zegras sends it across to Trouba. Up to Lafreniere. Now back to Zegras. Backhand shot saved by Samsonov. That's true. I probably am dating myself a little bit. But who doesn't love the Ernest movies? Come on, Crunk. Strome versus Kuznetsov. To the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Washington. Mantha with the puck. He'll send it up to LaPierre. And across ice now. Puck goes through everybody. And Barclay Goodrow will gather it. Goodrow now on the right side to Dylan Strome. Trying to get it back to Goodrow. Goodrow had the first Ranger goal tonight. As LaPierre now stood up by Lindgren at the line. But maintains control of the puck. Now tries to pass back to the point, but it's going to get by the defenseman. Go all the way down, and Dylan Strome again to win the race. The Rangers hustle. Strome puts it in front for Goodrow, but he misses on it. And now Goodrow trying to go across ice, and Sprong is there! Daniel Sprong's fourth of the playoffs. His third of the series. It's 3-1 New York, as the Rangers are looking forward to the Eastern Conference Finals. Strome and Goodrow should get the assist. Sprong's fourth of the playoffs, his third of the series. As Kuznetsov versus Barron now. Face-off one back to Fehervary. Fehervary? Taken away by Runen at the blue line. He'll try to send it across to Kajula, but Kuznetsov intercepts. And he pushes up to Mantha for Washington. And LaPierre will be off sides. Hathaway now versus Barron. As Carl Hagelin getting some ice time now with the injury to Hosang. As this is sent all the way around the boards. And Coughlin will gather. They'll send up to Dryden Hunt now. Hunt now trying to get behind the defense. Fighting towards the net, but he's pushed into the trapezoid by Fehervary. Now he gets hit by Hunt, repays the favor, and then Kajula gets laid out. And Kajula is slow to get up. You never want to see that. He is skating back to the locker room immediately. Hunt versus Van Riemsdyk now. Oh, a big uppercut by Hunt. And now Hunt, oh man, Van Riemsdyk and Hunt, this is a good one, folks. We got ourselves a super heavyweight brawl right now, brought to you by Hot Pockets, as down goes Van Riemsdyk. Holy cow. Actually, we'll have the fights be brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. As down goes Van Riemsdyk like a donut into a delicious Dunkin' coffee. America runs on Dunkin', and Trevor Hunt just ran over Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Zibanejad versus Hathaway now to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Washington, back to Ovechkin. And up to Janssen Falaby it goes. He'll send it deep after he gains the center ice line. More than halfway through the second period. I can't. I'm so natural. Thanks, Crunk. As Craig Smith will score on the one-timer. A perfect feed from Mika Zibanejad. It's 4-1 New York. Smith's fourth of the playoffs. Zibanejad will get the primary assist. As Hathaway versus Zegras now. Panarin the other assist. As the top line delivers a big goal. Loose puck gathered by Lafreniere with 7 minutes left here in the second period. And up to Chris Kreider it goes. Kreider now coming into the net. Eller knocks his pass away and it goes behind the trapezoid as the Caps will take it out with Carl Hagelin, the speedster. Hit by K'Andre Miller. Loose puck goes to Zegras. Hagelin kind of pulled up there when he should have kept going with his speed. As Zegras' shot saved by Samsonov, Jensen gathers the loose puck, the rebound, and sends it up to Leeson. Leeson now laid out by Miller, got tripped up there. Rangers might be looking for a little bit of payback after the hit to Kajula. Leeson immediately goes to the bench. As Panarin now cutting in, Panarin's shot saved by Samsonov, and Ovechkin starts back the other way with Eller. Eller at the blue line, hit by Ryan Lindgren. He'll send it up to Panarin. Now Temi Panarin now across, tries to get to Zibanejad, but deflects back to Lindgren. Shot saved by Samsonov. Lindgren back to Fox, across to Panarin. His shot is blocked. Leeson takes it away, and there's 2 minutes left here in the second period. It's the Hot Pocket 2-minute mark here in the second. As now the Rangers come back out with Lindgren. Lindgren along the right side now cuts through the middle. Ryan Lindgren from the left circle shot saved by Samsonov. Craig Smith gathers it against the right boards. Now to Panarin, backhand shot saved by Samsonov. Zibanejad crashes the net, and Samsonov will freeze the puck. 33 seconds left here in the second period as Brett Leeson, yeah, he got hurt. He took a rough fall, I believe, there, and he went right to the bench. So the Rangers maybe get a little bit of revenge there for the hit on Kajula earlier. So ending Capitals seasons in multiple ways. As Carlson goes to the corner, Strome finds it. Now he leaves it for Sprong, who has an assist and a goal tonight. Now Sprong moving in, down low, knocked away by Kuznetsov, and that'll be the end. Actually, the Caps are going to go on the power play with a second to go. They couldn't call Dylan Strome for definitely an unnecessary slash. But this is the Hot Pocket Pepperoni Pizza power play for the Washington Capitals as the second period comes to an end. And the Rangers will go to the third, up by 3. Rangers out shooting Washington 22-5, out hitting them 10-7. Faceoffs 18-3 in favor of the Caps. The lone bright spot right now for them in the score sheet. Aside from, Oshie's goal to kick things off. But Dryden Hunt now versus Nicholas Backstrom. Wins the face-off there to Coughlin. Again, Rangers down a man to start the third. Fox will send it all the way down. And Hunt with the hustle almost takes it away from Carlson, who gets hit by Goodrow. Already half a minute gone now on the man advantage as Oshie gets hit by Fox. And Coughlin now sends the puck back. Loses control of the puck, and Backstrom takes it away. Back to Ovechkin. Shot blocked. Rebound saved by Shesterkin. Ovechkin back to Carlson. Shot save. Rebound again. Fox will clear. Couple of big saves there by Tsar Igor. As it's sent down by Carlson. Back to Oshie now. To Kuznetsov. Caps gain the zone. Chased by Coughlin into the corner. Puck knocked loose. Fox loses it. Kuznetsov now. One-time shot saved by Igor. As now Coughlin will gather and will clear. Carlson will get it at center ice and back to Kuznetsov. One last rush here for the Caps. Oshie back to Kuznetsov. As a big hit there at the point against the Rangers. Kuznetsov back to Ovechkin down low. Saved by Shesterkin. Fox clears the rebound and gets it up to Strome. And that was the two-minute Hot Pocket Pepperoni Pizza power play. As now Kreider circling. Top of the slot. Shot saved by Samsonov. And he will hold and give the Rangers a chance to get some fresh bodies out there. What a mouthful indeed. You know what's also a mouthful, Sheldon Crunk? Hot Pockets. Pepperoni Pizza Hot Pockets. Nothing like that ooey gooey melted cheese surrounded by wonderful pepperoni as Keandre Miller scores his second goal of the playoffs. 15:50 left in the third and possibly the Capitals season as Miller gets his second of the playoffs, his second of the series, and makes it 5-1 New York. I appreciate it, Crunk. You set him up, and hey, even I can knock those lob shots out of the park. Zibanejad the only assist on the goal. Sheary now gets it back to Leeson. Leeson now shot saved by Shesterkin, and it looks like another Capital is going to the bench. The Rangers really throwing the body around. They are not happy with Drake Caggiula's injury. As Craig Smith now sends it across ice for Panarin, but Jensen intercepts and gets it up to Leeson. Julien Gauthier will likely replace Caggiula if he is hurt for any serious length of time. As that pass goes up to Zibanejad. Zibanejad now shot saved by Samsonov. Smith now gets hit in the corner. 12:50 left here in the third. Orlov with Leeson. Rangers up 5-1. Over to Ovechkin. Back to Eller. Knocked away by Panarin. And Panarin will send it up to Craig Smith. Smith now across to Zibanejad. Or excuse me, that's Zegras. Different Z there. Zegras makes the shot and Samsonov makes the save. 11:22 left here in the third. Kuznetsov versus Zegras now to the right of Samsonov. Face-off won by Zegras, back to Runanen. Runanen a shot, blocked. Zegras backhand shot saved by Samsonov. Zegras shot misses high and wide. Kreider now moving in, shot save again by Samsonov. And Carlson loses the puck, but he gets it back and gets it up to Kuznetsov, who then gets hit hard by Lafreniere, who gains the zone with Zegras. Sends it back to the point for Runanen. Tarmo Runanen a shot saved by Samsonov. Kicks it out of play with 9 minutes left here now in the third period. Kuznetsov versus Strome to the right of Samsonov. Face-off one back to Ryan Lindgren. A shot saved by Samsonov. Strome with the puck. Dylan Strome in front trying to find Barclay Goodrow. No such luck, though, and gets it back to Fox. Fox gets hit, loses the puck. Lindgren racing back for the puck and gets it. Now sends it back up to Dylan Strome. Across to Daniel Sprong. Daniel Sprong a shot save. Rebound got by Strome. Goodrow will gather against the left boards and circle back around for the Rangers. Goodrow a shot. Another save by Samsonov with the blocker. Strome gets the rebound in the corner. Strome a shot. Another save. As Goodrow now will send it back to the point, but intercepted by LaPierre. Gets by Lindgren. One-on-one. LaPierre now. Nice stick check by Adam Fox as Lindgren will send it back around the boards. Fox gets the puck now and sends it over to Daniel Sprong. Now tries to get it across to Strome, but it's knocked aside by Carlson. Carlson on the left side gets hit by Goodrow. Puck kicks to Strome. Back down to Goodrow. Goodrow shot saved by Samsonov, and Chwalski gets the rebound. 4 minutes left in the third. Capitals down by 4. Backstrom, his pass intercepted by Jacob Trouba. And he'll send it up again to Goodrow. We'll get it over to Dylan Strome. Strome across to Lafreniere. Shot saved by Samsonov. Lafreniere now. Backhand shot misses wide. Badly wide. Orlov up to Backstrom. Orlov hit by Goodrow. Goodrow loses the puck there. Nice play by Orlov. And up to Backstrom. Up to Oshie. 90 seconds left here. Oshie hit by Keandre Miller. Miller might have got the worst of it. Shot by Backstrom. Saved by Shesterkin. Trouba now. He loses control of the puck with less than a minute to go. Oshie now trying a wraparound. 2 in a row. Shot saved. 2 in a row again by Shesterkin. And Miller gets it out of the zone and up to Goodrow. Goodrow along the left side. Goodrow trying to get it over to Lafreniere, but Jensen intercepts and sends it back to Oshie. Rangers might be a little tired here, but they're going to win this game as Oshie knocks it away. Or excuse me, Zegras knocks it away from Oshie. Now loose puck. Orlov keeps it away from Zegras again. Back over to Ovechkin. Half a minute to go. Eller with the puck. Knocked away by Tarmo Runanen. Runanen up to Zegras. Across the Kreider, tries to anyway, but Orlov sticks it back up to Eller. 15 seconds to go. The Rangers are going to win this Eastern Conference semifinal matchup and advance here with a sweep. Kreider a shot. Oh, and it went right through Samsonov. A softie if there ever was one, but a stat patter for the Rangers as Kreider gets his 5th of the playoffs. He blasted it right under the left arm of Samsonov. It looked like it handcuffed him. The Caps not happy. But he was like, I'm just throwing it towards the net. Not my fault it went in. Coughlin and Zegras the assists. Very long shot saved by Shesterkin. Leeson to Eller. And that's your game, and that is the series. The Rangers will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals as they sweep the Capitals here with a 6-1 victory. And now the greatest tradition in all of sports. The customary center ice handshake. Ovechkin, look at all the salt and pepper there. Meets Chris Kreider first. They go down the line. Looked like Panarin had a few words for Eller there. Wonder what those two said. But that'll do it. Let's see if there's any injuries now. Let's see how bad the Kajula injury is. The Rangers dominate. They win 6-1. Your third star with a goal and an assist for Temi Panarin. Rangers outshot Washington 36-13. Hits were tied at 17 apiece. Faceoffs 20-7 in favor of the Caps. Your number 2 star with a goal and an assist, Daniel Sprong. Caps were 0 for 1 on the power play, the Hot Pocket Pepperoni Pizza power play. And your number 1 star with a goal and assist and a hit, Barclay Goodrow. The third line really delivered tonight. And Drake Caggiula can't lapse. No, sir. So, Nils Lundqvist will get called back up from the AHL level because of the injury, the unfortunate injury to Drake Caggiula. Caggiula will likely miss the conference finals, but should be back for the Stanley Cup. Change the lines a little bit. Dryden Hunt now will move to the left wing, while Gauthier will go to the right. Actually, he might be back for the end of the next round, depending on how long it lasts. Colorado up 3-1 on Dallas. Lightning and Florida in the Battle of Florida in this round tied at 2-2. And Vancouver up 3-1 on Vegas. Did not see that coming. Colorado beat Dallas. Vegas forces a Game 6. Meanwhile, it will be Vancouver versus Colorado in the Western Conference Finals. And meanwhile, no surprise here, really. I think Rangers versus Lightning in the East. That is not a surprise. That shouldn't be a surprise to many. The good news is, though, is that the way the calendar worked is that it looks like Drake Caggiula could be back as early as Game 4 of this round. But he will miss for sure the first 3 games. So, and we will save the game. Anyway, for me, that means it is taco time. Taco Thursdays for me. I know typically it's Taco Tuesday, but I had chicken on Tuesday. I could have made chicken tacos. Actually, I had quesadillas. I made chicken quesadillas. Anyway, as my OCD now takes over and I saved the game like 3 times. Tomorrow night, again, real quick update for the schedule. Kirby in the Forbidden Land won the Twitter poll, so Kirby will be the new game for New Game Friday. There may be a special Saturday stream, Saturday afternoon. Look for late Saturday afternoon, early Saturday evening in the East, because I will be busy on Monday and Tuesday, so we're gonna make up for it with some hockey streaming on Saturday. So special Saturday I think that's the plan right now. Special Saturday presentation. And then next week, Wednesday, we'll be wrestling again. Thursday will hopefully be probably our last hockey stream for NHL 22. And then Friday, we're going to probably do I'm going to see what the scores are. I'm going to curious to see how it turns out. Next Friday will either be Tiny Tina's Wonderlands or possibly Weird West. But we will see with that. I think that's going to be, if that's a Game Pass game, I'll probably pick up Weird West. I think it is. Last I checked, it was. I might be wrong. I'm 95% sure Weird West is a Game Pass game. It's on Game Pass. We'll do another Twitter poll next week for next Friday. And then, the following Monday will be our last wrestling broadcast. And then Tuesday, April 5th, MLB The Show 22. That's why so many people in my audience have been waiting for. I know. But I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody hanging out here during hockey season. I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your Thursday, and I hope you join me tomorrow night for Kirby in the Forbidden Land for New Game Friday. But until then, have a great rest of your evening. And good night, everybody. Brought to you by Hot Pockets. Not really. Call me Hot Pockets. Call me.